Telegraph. I got rid of mine, says smart meter minister. Key figure in Labour's 11 billion scheme says there are flaws that dogged it from the start. In other words, smart meters not only kill you, irradiate you, communicate with others, they don't frigging work. In fact, some have suggested that they charge 600 times what they should be charging. So you get a smart meter, you're a fool. Prince's regret over support for paedophile friend Bishop. One paedophile friend who's friends with another paedophile. It's not surprising. They have to stick together because any decent normal man or woman would stamp them to death. The British summer strikes back. Now wait a minute. Just wait a goddamn cotton picking minute. Yesterday, the hottest day on in Britain ever didn't pan out, did it? So what do you take from that? Well, you take that you can't believe a word you read in these rags because they're all bullshit. And now, of course, we're going to get the fear about floods. Mirror. Christine's sixth stalker walks free. The summer of chaos. Wildfires, floods, travel delays and 90,000 lightning bolts at heat wave ends. As heat wave ends. So that's the end of the heat wave, is it? That's the end of the summer now. Looks not too bad out there, actually. Probably decentest. Now, one of the things that they've been talking about since we had some sun has been, oh, the train lines are buckling. Wait a minute. It's been 30 degrees, 32 and a push. Steel buckles at 600 degrees. So this is more lies and fear-mongering, that's all. Star. Semi-naked, Love Isles Alex to get a new guy. 87,000 lightning bolts hit UK. Keep cool and carry on. Terror beast face slashed. So, we've had some lightning and thunder, which is normally what happens after you have such a nice summer so far. But it's not dramatic, it's nothing to be fearful of. But they want you in fear. That's all these rags and the news channels do, is fear, fear, fear. And they're getting worse because they know majority are now starting to think, oh, screw it. And screw the fear tactics as well. Daily fail. Fail, fail, then fail some more as usual. Front page that changed your world. Before the Mail's campaign triumph, each of you's used 140 plastic bags a year. Now it's 19 and you've got to pay for them. And we're proud to say you're out of pocket because of the daily fail. And they're bragging about it. The Times. Terror linked to charity. Regulator demands answer after Joseph Rowntree Trust funds Irish Republicans. And down the bottom there. I've eaten the dish of the decade. Well, you greedy git, you never offered any, did you? And apparently that's the super sun, moon, or whatever it was, the picture. Storm rolls in, flood alerts for weekend. Oh, it's floods now, you've had sun. Oh, it's too hot, we're melting, it's on fire. Now the fire's been put out because we've had some rain, but now it's floods, floods. Fear tactic, bullshitting pieces of shit. Only good for wiping your arse on. Momentum heads for US. I wanted to be a rock star. Forget the Meghan myth. UK bends to ISIS terror. The curse of codeine. Yeah. Future king. Misled by paedophile bishop that they both raped kids together. Prince of Wales denies trying to influence police investigation into Peter Ball, his buddy, his paedophile buddy. I did not know about the nature of the complaint, Charles tells Child Abuse Inquiry in extraordinary written statement, even though I'm a paedophile myself. FT. Scorched Earth, why the world is on fire. Oh, it's been put out now, didn't you know? You printed this stuff before. You didn't know that. You didn't check the weather forecast. You didn't check your own papers to see there was going to be rain. Oh, actually, they didn't mention that, did they? They just said, it's scorched Earth, Earth's on fire. It's the end of the world. The day of reckoning's coming. End of times. Yeah, so now we can see that was all lies and fear. Bullshit as usual. And a good note. Twitter figures rattle Wall Street. User numbers drop. Fears grow on social media sector profits. So it's all about profit. Amazon boosts tech. Trump hails historic US growth figures. HS2 rail project cost taxpayers $4.1 billion before construction has even started. It's called fraud. But don't let that worry you, because it's your money, and they do what they like with your money. Macron fights back in scandal over bodyguard. Well, it seems the world is no longer on fire. The end times are not actually happening. It was all in the paper, fear-mongering, and everything's fine. All we've got to do now, lock up the criminal paedophiles in Parliament, lock up the criminal paedophiles in Buckingham Palace, lock up the criminal paedophiles in the councils, lock up the criminal paedophile judges, and we'll be on our way to having a decent standard of living without all the fear.